He's got the whole world in his hands. Got the whole world in his hands. Hey, I'm just sitting here on my porch just looking. What am I looking at? I'm looking to the hills from whence cometh my help. For my help, some of y'all know the rest. I just wanted to come on and just tell everybody, just be as calm as you can.
Tyler Perry, billionaire mogul, media powerhouse, and the man behind some of TV's most viral shows, is now facing some of the darkest allegations of his career. An actor from one of Perry's own productions just filed a lawsuit accusing him of years of sexual harassment, manipulation, and even assault. And the claims, they're not just shocking. They're backed by what's said to be explicit text messages, private visits to Perry's mansion, and a character role that allegedly mirrored a disturbing real-life dynamic. This isn't just about a lawsuit. It's about power, control, and secrets inside the entertainment empire Tyler Perry built. But is it a case of abuse or a setup to bring down a media titan? Let's break it all down. Before the headlines in the lawsuit, Derek Dixon was just another rising actor trying to break into the industry. His big break came when he landed a role as Dale on Tyler Perry's hit BET show The Oval, a character that, interestingly, was written as gay, homeless, and willing to trade intimacy for survival. According to Dixon, this wasn't just a fictional storyline. He now claims the role was eerily reflective of what Tyler Perry wanted from him in real life. But before The Oval, Derek says Perry personally picked him out from a crowd at an event in 2019, allegedly saying he had something for him and asking for his number directly. Soon after, he was cast in a small part on Ruthless, another Tyler Perry production. And while most aspiring actors would see this as a dream come true, Derek now says it was the start of a nightmare he kept quiet about for years. In January 2020, Derek Dixon says he got an unexpected invitation. Tyler Perry personally asked him to visit his private estate in Atlanta. For a young actor hoping to cement his place in the industry, it seemed like a golden opportunity. He accepted, thinking this could be the start of a deeper professional relationship, maybe even a real friendship. But what happened next changed everything. Dixon claims that during the visit, he drank too much and ended up spending the night in a guest room. While that alone isn't shocking, what he says happened after is what sent up red flags. According to his lawsuit, Tyler entered the guest room, got into bed with him, and began touching his thighs. Derek says he firmly rejected the advances, and no further physical contact happened that night. But the tone had been set, and he says it became clear that this wasn't just business anymore. Shortly after that first unsettling night, Derek Dixon says his career took a step forward. He landed the role of Dale on Tyler Perry's hit BET series, The Oval. On the surface, it looked like a big break, but behind the scenes, Derek claims the dynamic with Perry was starting to change, and not in a way he expected. He says the texts began almost immediately. According to the lawsuit, Perry started sending sexually charged messages, allegedly asking about Derek's preferences, suggesting intimacy, and blurring the lines between professional and personal. One message reportedly said, "No straight man would be going on walks with you or cooking dinner for you unless they wanted to FK you. I would FK you." But here's where things get even more uncomfortable. Derek's character on the show, a gay, homeless man who sleeps with others to survive. He now claims that this role wasn't just written for the script. It mirrored exactly the kind of person Tyler said he was looking for in real life. Someone loyal, dependent, and vulnerable. Derek says he tried to politely distance himself, replying that he wasn't the sexual type. But with his job hanging in the balance, he says he was terrified to push back too hard. Later in 2020, Derek says things took a darker turn. He claims Tyler Perry invited him back to his Atlanta home. Another visit, Derek says he hoped might lead to more professional growth, or at least a clearer boundary between work and personal life. But according to the lawsuit, what happened next wasn't about business at all. Derek alleges that Perry greeted him warmly at first, but the conversation quickly shifted. He says Tyler began asking explicit questions, like whether he liked it rough in bed, and then, without warning, grabbed Derek by the throat and said, "Look how excited you just got." Shocked, Derek says he managed to push Perry away and end the encounter. But even after that moment, he didn't feel safe enough to speak out. He feared his job, his reputation, and his entire career were on the line. For Derek, the message was clear: play along or lose everything. By June of 2021, Derek says he'd already endured years of uncomfortable tension, inappropriate messages, and blurred boundaries. But the final incident, according to him, crossed a line he could no longer ignore. Once again, Derek was staying at Tyler Perry's Atlanta property. property, this time in the guest house. It was late, and he was preparing for bed, wearing only his underwear. He says Perry came in under the pretense of saying goodnight, but what happened next, Derek describes as an aggressive and unwanted move. He claims Tyler pulled down his underwear, groped him, and whispered,
"You know what they say, once you go black, you're gonna need a wheelchair."
"Relax and just let it happen. It won't hurt." Stunned and shaken, Derek says he quickly changed the subject to defuse the moment, doing what he could to get out of the situation safely. But inside, he was breaking. According to the lawsuit, this was the moment Derek knew he couldn't stay silent any longer. The pressure, the fear, the blurred line between opportunity and exploitation, it had all become too much. He says he feared retaliation, but finally, the silence became more unbearable than the risk. After years of alleged harassment and several intense encounters, Derek Dixon finally took action. In June 2024, he filed a formal complaint with the Equal Employment Opportunity Commission. Soon after, he made the difficult decision to quit the Oval, saying the toxic environment was unbearable. But Derek didn't stop there. He launched a $260 million lawsuit against Tyler Perry and Tyler Perry Studios, accusing them of quid pro quo harassment, sexual assault, battery, and creating a hostile workplace. This staggering figure underscores the severity of the claims and the impact Derek says the alleged actions have had on his life and career. Tyler Perry's legal team quickly pushed back. His attorney, Matthew Boyd, called the accusations a scam, insisting these claims are fabricated and designed to shake down Tyler Perry. Boyd is confident the case will fail in court. With such high stakes on both sides, this legal battle is far from over, and it's already sparking heated debates in Hollywood and beyond. The lawsuit against Tyler Perry is more than just a headline. It raises difficult questions about power dynamics in the entertainment industry and how far some might go to protect their careers. Whether these allegations prove true or false, the story highlights the urgent need for transparency and accountability behind the scenes. For Derek Dixon, it's about justice and speaking out. For Tyler Perry, it's a fight to defend his legacy against claims that could change everything. As this case unfolds, one thing is clear: Hollywood's culture is under a microscope, and no one is above scrutiny. What do you think about these allegations and the impact they might have? Let me know in the comments.